You just heard Jack talking about BYOA, bring your own algorithm to the party. What a great idea. From Wolfram, Wolfram Alfram fame, mathematician, search engine.
Mathematica.
Genius. Yeah. Mathematica, thank you. What do you guys think right off the bat of BYOA?
Oh, man.
So it is, to me, this is the corner of the thing that like tech nerds love to be like, oh, that's a great solution for the problem, but the general public will never adopt. Like the general public, I don't have no analytics on this, but I guarantee you the people who are clicking the button to switch back and forth between home and latest on Twitter is like sub 5%, probably sub 1%. And it's like the people who are listening to this. And if they added
I do it every day.
Right. But like if they added an ability to modularly load in your own, .tw algo or something that's like a new file format that lets you pick how you want your feed to be sorted. Like this is a browser extension in 2005 type market.
Yeah. What do you think, David?
I have a slightly different take on that. Actually, well, Ben, I think you're right. Like, I think this is like a product idea that's half baked, but it was interesting. We're going to talk about this in a minute. We just had former Twitter CEO Dick Costolo on Acquired. One of the insights that came from him in that episode that I hadn't realized, like Twitter knows what's going on, right? Like they know that Facebook and now Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp are the juggernaut and they're the number 2 player. Like they're Avis, Facebook is Hertz. So like, what do you do when you're Avis? You do different stuff. Like you're constantly trying to change the game. This is why they did Periscope. This is why they did Vine. This is why they did Twitter Music, like all this stuff. And this is a classic example, right? Of if Twitter were to actually do, like Facebook is never going to change, never going to let users change the algorithm. Like that is their golden goose. Like, and so if Twitter's willing to change this, they're just trying to do stuff that like Facebook can't respond to.
I think this could be interesting as well in terms of if you think about the browser wars or search engine wars, both of those things. The government did step in depending on the region you're in. Obviously in the US, we had the Microsoft case with Explorer, their browser, versus Netscape. And they said, hey, you can't really bundle this stuff. And part of the settlement was, hey, you get to pick your browser. And then I think in Europe now, they're sort of saying, hey, when the browser loads, pick your search engine. And that might be a really easy way for this Google action that just came out with Apple. An easy way to parse that, which is, hey, you load your browser. Anytime you load a new browser, even if Google's paid some carriage fee or whatever, it just presents you every year or every new install with pick your search engine, and it has the top 6 search engines there, and you pick one of them, DuckDuckGo, Bing, whatever, Yahoo. This could become like you load up your Twitter, and it says, which algorithm do you want? Do you want the Google algorithm? Because you could take the Google algorithm and put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
That could be really interesting to have a Google and Bing algorithm that indexes those services.
Well, and Twitter has this history too of third parties, right? Like there was always it was also a bane of their existence for a long time. But yeah they've always created had this ethos that like people can build on top of or into Twitter.